Good evening everyone and welcome back to another ASMR video. In tonight's video I wanted to keep it simple, so that's how I came up with the idea of tonight's video, which is going to be just drawing, just chatting, very relaxing and laid back. I've decided to draw Baby Yoda tonight holding a frog, because I wanted to do something that was not very easy yet not too difficult. So we are going to go for Baby Yoda. I hope that you want to spend some time with me tonight, and let's start the video. I'm going to open my book, and I also put my MacBook right here so I can get a grip of what Baby Yoda looks like. And when looking at the photo, we first want to make sure that everything is in proportion. So I'm going to start in the middle, and I'm going to try and draw his head. He has a very large but cute forehead with some cheeks that are slightly poking out, and of course he has two really big ears. I actually have never seen this movie, so but I think that he looks very cute, and I once was in Paris and everything was about Baby Yoda. So I clearly missed out on something, I think. This is his ear, and he has some fuzzy ears, so we are going to try and recreate that. We are now going to draw all of the outlines, so if we want to change anything in the future, we can definitely do that. He has two very cute wrinkles, and does he also have some hair? I think he does in this one. 3 little strokes of hair. Right here we have his eyes, and he has very, very big eyes. So we are going to try and recreate that. They look a little bit spacey, so we want to make sure that they're not perfectly rounded, but just a little like an egg, if I can explain it like that. Oh, I totally forgot to bring a eraser with me. So I want to make sure that I'm not pushing too hard, and that I can remove it draw over it, since I don't have my eraser with me. Now we are going to go in for the other ear, and I can already tell that I started a little too high up, so we want to make sure that we can fit everything into his face. So I don't think that it's going to fit. I'm trying to draw his other ear, and this one is also fuzzy, but not as fuzzy as the first one, so there's a little bit of a difference between them. And here we have the shine that is coming through in his eyes, and we want to create a little nose as well as a little mouth. He looks kind of scary. We also want to create the frog that he's holding, so I'm going to see what the outlines are of this little frog. to make sure that everything fits. So just going to start with the outline first and later on go in with the rest of his body. Baby Yoda is holding him right here, so we want to make sure that we do not draw any of his body further because we want to keep it in here. And we also are going to do that on the other side, of course, since he has two hands. And now we are going to go in with his cape. He has a very cute cape. Oh, the MacBook is turning off, so we are going to try and get it back on again. Now we have this right here, and I'm going to continue drawing his cape right here, and also on the other side we want to make sure that his cape is perfectly into place. And this is what he looks like on first glance. He looks a little scary, so we are going to try and change that with this one. And what we are going to do now is create the final lines. So we are going to start with the head, and after we've done his head we are going to finalize his little wrinkles as well as his hair. Then we are going to go in with his eyes, and also on the other side. And we want to make sure that everything looks cute, so the bigger the cuter, I always say. His little smile, as well as his little nose, the eyebrows, of course, and his ears. And this is a very important part, so we are going to check and see how we are going to do that. And the frog is way bigger than on the picture, but that's actually really cute, I feel like. Right here are his ears, just like that. And also right here. This is his little mouth, and as you can see, everything is getting darker already, which is great, because it gets more definition like that. And also on the other side, he looks a little shocked, but he also does that on the picture, so that's fine. And right here are his little paws, which is very cute. And here he meets the hands of Baby Yoda. As well as right here. So what we want to make sure is that everything looks kind of the same, because proportions are really important. And now we can draw the rest of his little body right here. Just like that. And I think that the arc looks very cute already. So now we are going to go in with the rest of Baby Yoda, which is the most difficult part, especially his ears. So I'm I'm going to pay close attention to that. And this is the first ear. And it meets somewhere here, so we can just use that right there. This is his cape, which is turning out pretty great, so that's nice. And now we are going to draw the other side of the cape real quick. This one is more easy. Just like that. And now we are left with one ear, so we are going to draw that one too. And it meets right here. And this one is a little more fuzzy, so we are going to recreate that. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use shadows. So I will draw a bit on here and then fade it out, as well as right here to give it a little more dimension. And also fade out the other parts, since we don't have a pencil or a eraser with us. And here we have a lot of shadows, so we are going to recreate that. Just slightly draw on here and then fade it out real gentle. So there's more of a shadow. And when we did that, we are going to go back in with the darker one and color in his eyes. Just so that it looks more complete. Just like that, and also on the other side, real gentle, just drawing it in. Just like that. And I want to make sure that the eyes look kind of the same, so I'm going to try and fix that. And now he looks a lot less scary already, so that's nice. And we are also going to give the frog some shadows on his cheeks, which is really cute, and also on Baby Yoda. And let's create some little hearts around him. These little hearts always make your drawing look very cute, and I think that we've created the final drawing. So that's it for Baby Yoda. I hope that you enjoyed watching tonight's video. If you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you would like to spend some more time with me, you can check out my other videos. I have posted tons of them already. So I want to thank you for being here, and I hope to see you in the next one. Good night.